Yo, Big Jock Concrete Chronicle podcast, man. I jumped on today, right? Because last night I got an inbox on my YouTube platform, and a young man said, Big Jock, could you explain to me why you always say the game is over? So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna come on here so I can post it, so I can pretty much let him get an understanding of why I feel the game is over. When I was in the street, and my big homies and big homies throughout the hood was in the street, we had a line that we held. You had the big boys, what we used to call them, dudes who was selling weight. Then you had the dudes under them who was hitting pack boys. Like I was a pack boy at this time, you know what I mean? Hustling packs, 30 packs, 75 packs. And we held the line. You know what I'm saying? The big boys was the big boys with the weight. They had it for a certain amount. Then you had the people under them, the brothers they had under them. Then you had the pack boys. And we held that line. Today, right? Everybody's out to make the dollar so fast and nobody's holding the line, right? So that's one reason I feel that the game is over, right? The line ain't being held. Everybody's a big boy. All chiefs, no Indians, right? And another thing is this. I don't see a lot of successful, I'm not saying that hustlers, I know some successful hustlers though. I'm not saying that everybody make it to be successful in the game either, right? But what I consider successful, right? You got different levels of it. What I consider successful is, all right, you might have hustled, you know what I'm saying, ran around on the block trapping, what we call it in our city, you know what I'm saying. Then you might have elevated into moving a little weight, whatever, you know what I mean, whatever you was doing, you did. Then you might have went to jail, right? And a lot of us, man, catch these little state bids. We be in and out, 18 months, 2 years. You know what I mean? Maybe a 5-piece, that was big. You get 10 with a 5 stip. That was big. And a 20 with a 10, that was astronomical. You dig? But a lot of times when we do that state time, right, we don't be respecting it. So we come right back out, start getting right back to it. You know what I mean? I did my little few state bids, 18 months here, 3 years there. But I ain't respect that. Right? But it's not how you start your game, it's how you finish it, right? So you go away, man, you get smacked with enough time, like I was smacked with 360 months. You did? That right there was enough to make me sit down and think about, yo, do I want to really be back up in that joint? Nah, I ain't trying to be in there. Why? Who want to be living in the bathroom with another man? You feel me? Dealing with all these different types of attitudes on the compound and in your unit. Different men wake up different ways, different types of time. You don't know how they doing. Everybody's stressing. Nobody's not included when I say this. You know, you got a woman out here, you know what I mean? You know, you in the game, so you ain't really doing it all the way right. You got your couple little side joints here and there, you know what I mean? So, you know, you running around. She know it for real, but it's all a part of the game. The game is like a soap opera for real. You dig? And I don't care what city you in. We just got different lingo and different ways that we move, but we all playing the game, right? So, you know, your chick leave you. She run off with Jody Muhammad or whatever, you know what I mean? Y'all calling him Jody or Sport Coat, whatever y'all calling him in y'all hood. Then that's another type of stress you got. The mail slow up. The phone calls get less and less. You dig? You know, your family dying out here, man. Your homies dying. You know, kids growing up without you. You know what I mean? So, you know, you get a smack with enough time, you come out here with a different head on your shoulders, right? Because like I said, why the game is over, it's because the money ain't the same out here. You feel me? So that was my point while explaining going to prison or being in prison. Do you want to sell peanuts? Make peanuts out here and risk your freedom for 10, 20, 30 years? That's why I'm saying the game is over. The line ain't being held and the money ain't even the same. Man, I remember, no BS, no capping, when you could drag 20, 30 grand out these streets every couple days. Some blocks, man, it was doing 20, 30 grand a day. You dig? That's money. You know what I mean? That's money worth going away for. You feel me? Well, it ain't nothing worth going away for, but that's the type of bread we dudes was making, was getting sent away, and that was okay. You want to go to jail today for making $2,000-3,000 a week, maybe 10 bands in a week, maybe. I don't even think that kind of money is out here for real. For real, dudes might see. The thing is too, everybody out here want to be the flosser too, right? Wearing this big ball of joy. A lot of that stuff don't even be real. They be them lab diamonds and everything, but everybody want to look this part, right? Then everybody chasing this music. You dig? Run off, and that's another reason why the game is there. Run off on the line. Drink this, take that. You feel me? One thing I like that my man Yo Gotti said, he said y'all made popping pills cool. You know what I mean? Y'all foolish. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody's listening to this music trying to be this rapper that really ain't even really lived it. You dig? That's why the game is over, right? Because you got dudes emulating rappers, right? And listening to what they saying, right? And not even really living it the way you're supposed to be living it, right? When we came up, we had big homies, and I know a lot of us are my age been to prison, so a lot of the dudes under us didn't have the big homies to raise them, right? Our big homies told us, listen, before you buy something, make sure you got 3 times that amount saved up. You dig? Because when you go buy that car, put that music in it, you're going to be on bounce patrol. You all through the hood with it. You know what I mean? So make sure you got that bread put up, right? Our big homies used to school us. Yo, do this way. Yo, do this way. And that's why a lot of us my age was like coming up in the game so much to the point where the feds came and got us. At a young age, they came and got me the day after my 25th birthday. You dig? And it's like big homies all throughout the city that I came up under. You know what I mean? Like I don't look up, I got big homies on my block. I ain't gonna do no name calling nowhere out the city. But it's big homies all through the hood that we all recognize each other because we was all playing the game together, right? Running around together. You dig? So dudes don't even got leadership out here. That's another reason why the game is over. Everybody want to be a chief and no Indian. Before we looked up to our big homies. We listened to our big homies, right? Our big homies came and got us out when we got locked up, right? But we had the bag to hit him right back off and get right back to it. Y'all dudes out here hustling ain't got that today, right? But you want to run around and play in these streets with your life and freedom, right? But you know, I say this, again, it's not how you started, it's how you finish it. And these was like some of my reasons why I say the game is over. Now, can you make a change? Is you gonna be? My thing is, you already know. Is you a drug dealer or a hustler? Because there's a difference between the two, right? I know a lot of successful ex-drug dealers, man, but they're hustlers. Because a lot of my big homies and they be on my platform liking the things that I put on here and everything. I ain't gonna say no names. My big homies got trucking companies, man. They owning schools, real schools. You dig? Giving back to the community. You know what I mean? They got transporting companies. You know what I mean? Like, you know, restaurants, bars. You dig? Because you know why? A hustler gonna find a lane, get in, and then get him some bag. A drug dealer is locked to the gate. That's why the game is over. Ain't no more big homies like the big homies we came up under. You know what I mean? So my thing is like, man, and shout out to all my big homies from CMD. You know what I mean? Y'all know who y'all are. I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I mean? We got brothers that came out the streets that Allah raised them in rank to become imams. Right? Imams. These is dudes from the hood. I grew up with them. Stamped. Anybody I talk about stamped. I ain't gonna talk about nobody on here if they ain't stamped. You know what I mean? Without saying no names because they know who they are. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying, man. You can run around these streets, play this little game, nickel and dime it, then you get booked or roped off by them boys, and you gotta go lay down. Now you ain't even got commissary money, let alone, you know, the thing is, like a lawyer now, when we was coming up, 30 bands for a lawyer was major. That was big. But dudes had it. You dig? Go hire Zook. You know what I mean? Like, dudes was getting them lawyers. We was kids. Kid kingpins. That's the terminology I like to use. You dig? But it's nothing to glorify that life, man, because that life cost a lot of us a lot of pain. A lot of us went to prison, man. A lot of us did a lot of time. Got big homies went in, man, with life sentences that come from up under them. Man. actually innocent. But names was ringing so big in the city, the people wanted, the powers that be want to move them off the streets. You dig? And then you got this CI raid out here. You know what my PO told me when I came home? He said, don't you get back at it. Because we got 185 CIs in this city. I said, 185 in this city? I come from a small city. You know what I'm saying? CMD, Camden, New Jersey, right? And he told me that. So I said, how's everybody must, it's not even that many hustlers. Everybody got to be, you feel me? So it's not just my city, it's all cities, dog. I sat in that feds 20 years, 8 months, man. And I seen dudes coming in at astronomical numbers, man. They telling their mom not to get a reduced sentence. That's another reason why the game is over, man. You sell somebody something, you can't even trust that it was a legit sale. Or is he giving it to the people? You feel me? Get you roped all the way off. Listen, man, that game in the street, right? And I ain't telling you not to play it, because everybody gonna take their bumps and bruises, and I'll be a hypocrite to tell you how to live your life, because I lived it for so long myself till I learned my lesson. Everybody got a point where they gonna learn a lesson, man. Don't let yours be the prison or the grave. That way.